Hello pilots and ground crew, welcome back to my channel. Well, today I'm going to be upgrading my gimbals on the Tango 2. I've got the new gimbals, the fold up gimbals, the ones I said I'd never get. When I first picked up this Tango 2, and I was lucky enough to be one of the first in the UK to get one actually. And when I made like an unboxing first thoughts, I said yeah, I could have paid an extra, I think it was about 70-80 quid then, extra 70 odd quid to get the folding gimbals, but I wasn't going to pay for that. I didn't see the point. But recently I've actually come across situations where I've thought to myself, oh, I wish I had the gimbals that folded in just to make that bit more room. Well, because it's been a couple of years or so and these things have come down way in price, way in price, I thought I'd make a video where up there swapping out these gimbals to the folding gimbals, and I thought I'll show you how to do it. Not that I've ever done it before myself, so we'll go through it together one step at a time. And I thought it might be helpful to make it as a video just in case somebody else is ever thinking of doing this and never have. Okay then, let's get straight into it. Right, they're the gimbals, but don't need to open them, don't need to show you them yet. First thing I'm going to have to do is take the back off. There's like a rubber grip. Alright, need to take that off, and then you get to the screws to where the back plate is. I'm just going to do this in jump shots because I know for a fact taking this plastic grip off, alright, will probably take me about 5 minutes. It's a pain in the ass. Alright, so I'll come back after that and I'll tell you exactly how long it took. But all I'm going to do is get a prying tool, alright, go along. Let me get my glasses, I can't see a bloody thing, it's a bit dark in here. Get a prying tool, look, and get in the gap and start to get it off. Like I said, I'll do a jump shot and come back when I've done that. Okay, jump shot. Alright then, right, I've taken these little plastic covers off. Alright, and there's 6 screws. There's a screw there, there and there, and the same on the opposite side, just for the back cover. Alright, didn't take as long as I thought it would. I think it took all together to get these bloody plastic things off and the screws out on it about 4 minutes. But then this top plate, which if I remember rightly, this back plate isn't connected to anything. But I'm going to go slow in case I'm remembering wrong, but I don't think this back plate is connected to anything. No, it's not. Back plate's not connected to anything, so that's good news. Right, now we're going to have to remove the gimbal. Well, obviously, I'll rephrase that. We're going to have to remove the PCB board. Right. Well, by the looks of this, thinking about it, we're going to have to remove everything to get at the gimbals, because it's going to have to come out of the case, which means buttons off, which means antenna. Yeah, we're going to have to remove everything to get at this. So we'll start with the obvious, the battery. Right, so let's just get the battery out of there if I can. Let's get some tools. Let's get some tools. There you go. Alright. The battery's on Velcro, in case you didn't know. Obviously don't force this, it will come. It's just on, there you go, just on a bit of, well, it's actually on Velcro, but the Velcro has bloody come off there. Not that it matters. In fact, that going on there is fine actually. Just sticking that on there. We can work on that later when it goes back on. Just check the battery while we're here. That looks nice. Alright, put that to one side. Right then, because I'm running mode 2, right, this side here is mode 2 for me. Now where these bars are, right, I will have to actually they'll probably yeah, they do. They come with a set. I thought I was going to have to replace them, but no, I remembered they came with a set. You see, both of these brand new transmitters, gimbals, which you'll see more when I actually get to them. Right, they're both identical. Right, they're both sort of like spring loaded and everything, and they do the same thing. And you have to decide which one is going to do what. So you have to release the spring and decide which is which and everything. Excuse me. But we'll get to that when we get there. Right, I was just double checking this. Right, but no, these connectors actually come with it, so that's good. I thought I was going to have to mess about changing and taking stuff off and everything, but no. Right, now at this stage, the first thing we need to do, oh yes, I've just remembered, here, I've lost my little pointer tool. I don't know what I've done with it, but still, whatever. Here is a little pin connector which we need to that's not going to be any good anymore. Cafton tape. Yeah, I need to get this little pin connector up, because it's, if not, when we take the board out, because that's going onto the thing. Oh, and also at this side, which I believe is the microphone, we need to disconnect that. Right, and I don't think there's anything else. Right, and now it becomes the screws and stuff, and then we can start to take this board off. Now let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 main screws, I think. Yeah, so we'll start at the bottom. Could be four. Actually, it's 4 by looks of it. Yeah. Yeah, and that one. And I got them 4, so speed up that. Maybe I should sing a song while speeding this up, and it sounds all squeaky, doesn't it? You got all squeaky noises, and the back's off. People think, what the hell's going on? Why is it really backing? Well, no, it's back because it's speeding up, so they just wonder what the hell's going on. So I'm basically just saying anything here because I know it's going to sound really funny when the video speeded up. You don't need to see this at full speed, at normal speed, so I'm really just waffling here. Oops. And we're back. Right, now I believe I've actually had this off because this is a brand new board I put in. Right, but it was a while ago, so trying to remember what comes next. I should have watched my video I made about replacing this board. I should have watched my own bloody video first. These screws here are actually, if I remember rightly, at the same time as holding the board, they also hold the gimbals in place. But I know the antenna, I'm gonna have to be very careful with the antenna, because it gets pinched. So just trying to remember here if there's out else, and I don't think there is. Just gonna have to now just getting in to get that off. and lift the antenna. I'm just trying to get the antenna out. There you go. And I'll have to remove the antenna from the back of the board. There you go. And at the same time, pull that bit out there. Hope you could see that. I think this is maybe a zoom in a bit more bit. What I've done here, this antenna part here, it's a UFL connector and it plugs into the back of the board, and this little rubber here is literally through that hole and that hole to hold it in place, and the cable just wraps around there. Let's just lift this out now. I think this should now lift out. There you go. Before anything else, I'll just show you this bit. You see, yeah, we had the microphone at this side, the speaker I should say, microphone, speaker. You got your antenna basically coming up here, and your screen and everything. You don't need to touch anything on this part here at all. Right, we can just move that to one side, because this is where the magic is, and that's where the gimbals are. Now, if I remember rightly, now we've took all them screws out, these should literally just pull. These gimbals should just pull out, I think. Oh no, we've still got two screws we're missing. Let me just put it back in its stand, so to speak. Yeah, there's these screws here, there and there, just holding the rest of the gimbal in place. Okay, just take these four out, so speed up again, and I'll zoom out a bit. You don't need that close. Speed up. And we're back at normal speed. Now, lift up, push the gimbal down a bit. There you go. Be free! Fly free, my bird! Jesus Christ, I'm cracking up. Yeah, so now really it's simply, let's put that to one side, it's simply a case of swapping stuff around, isn't it? Look, if I take them out, just so you don't get, so I don't get mixed up, look, it really is a case of making things match up the same. Look, if I put that on there and get the other one out the box, you can actually just, there you go, put that in there. Now it's just a case of making sure everything matches up the same, if you know what I mean. Right, I want this side to match up with that side, and well, that side already matches up because yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so that side's fine. So I need these tension bars. I'll tell you what, I could just take these off and put them straight onto there, but I'm not gonna, because I want to leave this as a full set, just so it's ready to be replaced again in the future if there's a problem. So I'm just going to swap things around, so I know I've got spurs. Right, so let's grab a bag of bits for the tension bar and let's see what we need to, what's different. Well, this screw here needs shortening. Yeah, because when it's out it's stiff. So this screw here needs pushing down to loosen it, because if you notice on the one we've taken out, if you can see that it's flat, this one here. So this must be the tension screw. So if I screw that in all the way down to the bottom, I'm guessing this gimbal now Well, it's a little bit too flat now, but that bar will help. But just for now, yeah. So it's that one, definitely that one. So just for now though, I'm going to lift it up, lock it back in place. So we know we need to drop that screw at some point. But now, first of all, we need to get these in here. So, new parts. So basically, you're just going to copy your old onto your new. I think, by golly, we've done it. I think that's alright now, actually. For me. You might have to adjust it a little bit more, but I'm thinking for me, when I'm flying, I suppose it could do to be a dot slacker. There, that's it. I'm not going any further because I'm happy with that now. I'm extremely, that wants to be in muds, I'm extremely happy with that now. Right, now it's a case of just first of all putting the cover back on again. And we've got that gimbal the wrong way around. That's what I do like about these though. They are literally these Tango 2 gimbals. There's no soldering, no wiring, no now. You just take them out, push them in, and that's it. They're on, they're in, they're done. You will have to obviously recalibrate. Right, they are not, whoa, get in there. They are not going to be calibrated, right? So the first thing you want to do is calibrate your sticks. If I remember, I'll add that at the end of the video, but I mean, it's not a difficult thing. You go into your menus, you go into your transmitter, I think it's about the 3rd page or something, and you just click calibrate, and then you go through the stick movements, up, down, left, right, all that sort of stuff. If you notice, these aren't tight at the moment. I haven't tightened them up. I'm just making sure everything fits. Right, but now you go into your stick calibration and go through your silly routine of left corner, right corner, left corner, go through all that stuff until it's all calibrated. Okay, now it's just a case of put everything back together the way it came out, the opposite way around. Now, I remember when I changed this board, this bit here was a pain in the backside to get bloody back in. So I'm hoping today it's not as much a pain. So it's a case of let's just get to it and see what happens. I'll tell you what, I'm going to try a different way because I remembered I connected everything in first. This time I'm going to drop them in there, leave everything out a bit. I know nothing's in properly yet, but I'm going to deal with the antenna first. Right, because you see here, hopefully you can see that there, that's your UFL connector where your antenna has to go in. So I'm gonna see if I can get this first. I may do a jump shot because when I changed this board I remembered I left the camera running and it took me nearly 20 bloody minutes. It was a right royal pain in the backside to do. Right, first things first, push that. It's a case of you have to be careful, but at the same time you have to be firm.
2,000 years later.
Oh, shit. Well, I don't know how much of this I would have fast forwarded or jump shot or whatever, but I hope, actually, I hope I've left enough in so you can see what a pain in the ass, oops, what a pain in the ass this is to get back in again at times. Right, we are going to need some taffy tape, however you pronounce this stuff. Cafton, taffy. I need something to go across there. Alright, put them pins in there. Oh, this is fiddly as well. No good for my bloody hands, this. I know, let's invent some little pins so small you need to be a fucking 2-year-old to get your fingers in. I hate these bloody ribbon cables. If you don't get them lined up, the bloody pins bend and you're in a world of pain then. Gotcha. Just felt it. Right. Definitely a piece of tape across there. Come on. Yes, to stop it from falling out. I think it'll be fine. Right, just put this on, and then before anything else we'll turn her on and give her a whirl.
Welcome to Tango 2.
Thank you.
Throttle warning.
Uh-huh. That's because they're not calibrated. Don't know if you can. Oh, I'll have to do the calibration now so you can see. Actually, this is quite funny. Hope you can see in there. Right, it's as if I'm at full pitch there, and now down it's completely wrong. So I'm gonna have to calibrate this now. Right, now this is how you calibrate the sticks. I just remembered. Alright, a click. Now you don't touch anything there. You want to be going page up. 1, 2, sticks calibration. There it is, and it's on page 5. And right, enter to start both left or right. I'm going to do left first.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so all I'm going to do now is put the other screws back in and put that cover back on and everything, because it's done. That's it, it's all done. Oh, we'll have to see. We haven't even, the main reason for messing about, we haven't even tested it. So you lift that up, twist it over, lift that up, twist it over, and then the gimbals lay flat. And yes, they're just a little bit lower than your than your hook for your neck strap. Your your hook for your neck strap. They drop down just a little bit lower than that, so hope you get an idea there actually. That way. So when it's in your bag, if you got something on top or whatever, but yeah, so, and when they bounce in, they still feel pretty damn good. They are different actual tops to what I had on. Mine were a bit sharper actually, the ones I've taken off, but there's not a lot in it, soon get used to it. But yeah, so there you go then. Any questions, just let us know in the comments and I'll be happy. But remember, it's the first time I've done it and we did it together. Okay then, pilots and ground crew, thanks for watching, hope this helped, and cheers.